Hello, friends, and welcome to a Lorwyn Eclipsed draft. I'm super stoked to be getting into this set. Look at that. Goblin. Oh, is that another? Whew, we're looking at some cool cards here. I'm super excited, but let's get right into it. If you're new here, my name's Cody Lee. I upload a brand new draft video every single day. If that's something that interests you, I'd love to have you along on this ride. Now let's take a look at this pack. Kithkin Knight, 4 mana, 3/5. This creature can't be blocked as long as another creature entered the battlefield this turn. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may blight 1. When you do, target creature gains haste. When this enchantment enters, you may blight 1. If you do, create 2 1/1 goblin creature tokens whenever a goblin dies. Ooh, that seems really good. I don't know anything about goblins. I don't know anything about this set. And there's an Eclipsed elf down here if we wanted to be 3 mana, 3/2. When this creature enters, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal an elf, swamp, or forest. Ooh, that seems really good. Boggart Mischief, though, we're creating 1/1 tokens. We're doing a bunch of goblin-y things. I'm here for goblins. I've not played much of this set, so I am super stoked. I'm really excited to get in here. It's an additional cost merfolk. When this creature enters or becomes tapped, tap up to 1 target creature and put a stun counter. That seems really good. I'm going to take that. Blue-black is not goblins or merfolk, but this is an extremely strong merfolk, and to not take this seems like it would be a mistake. So let's take the really strong merfolk. Nameless Inversion would be my next best choice after following up Boggart Mischief. But you'll notice Nameless Inversion does not handle Champion of the Shoal. Now, Nameless Inversion is a 2-mana instant with a Shapeshifter. It's a Kindred instant, which is cool. Target creature gets +3, -3. So solid removal, -3 to something for 2 mana at instant speed. It's very solid. But we're going to take this Merfolk Soldier. Mirror Mind Crown. As long as this equipment is attached to a creature, the first time you would create 1 or more tokens each turn, you may instead create that many tokens that are copies of equipped creature. Dang. I do know Rhymekin Recluse, 3 mana, 3/2. When this creature enters, return up to 1 other target creature to its owner's hand is really, really good. 1 or 2 target creatures. Ooh, that seems like it would be interesting. Kindle the Inner Flame, create a token. I am seeing there's a nice merfolk here, but this is definitely what we're going to take. Hopefully we can be in merfolk with the Champion of the Shoal, but Rhymekin Recluse is probably one of the best uncommons in the set. Now here, you'll see there's a Changeling with lifelink. That's interesting. It's worth noting. There's a Kithkin, a Treefolk Warlock, 5 mana, 3/7 that lets you draw a card and blight 2. Counter a spell, flash, enchant creature you control. When it enters, it gains hexproof +1/+2. Target opponent exiles 2 cards from their hand or remove all counters from a creature. That might be good. We're definitely going to take the Omni Changeling here. 5 mana, 0/0, Changeling Convoke, enters a copy of any creature on the battlefield except it's a Changeling. Merfolk Soldier, 4 mana, 3/2. When this creature becomes tapped, create a 1/1 blue and black fairy creature token with flying. That seems pretty good. Out of all the other cards, in-play entrance. Trample, draw a card, Kithkin. 2 mana, 1/3. When this creature enters, surveil 1. Add 1 mana of any color. Interesting. Okay. If you don't blight 2, 3 mana, 5/4. 3 mana, 3/2. That could be a 5/4. That's nice. That's a good one. We're gonna take the Pestered Wellguard though. Fairy Wizard, 5 mana, 4/3 flash. You may cast a spell as though it had flash if you control a fairy. This creature has hexproof as long as it's untapped. That seems pretty good. Run away together. Choose 2 target creatures controlled by different players. Return those creatures to their owner's hands. That seems good. Tap or untap with flying. Let's pick up these fairies. We might not end up playing... Okay, one sec. Vivid. Create X 1/1 green and white Kithkin creature tokens where X is the number of colors. Tap 3 untapped creatures, target creature gets +3/+0. Dang. There's another Illusion Spinners here, which is interesting. Merfolk Rogue, 2 mana, 1/3 with Vigilance. Whenever this creature attacks, you may tap another untapped creature you control. Yeah, we're going to take the Illusion Spinners. We've got a lot of 5-drops, so we want to keep some stuff early. Treefolk Cleric 5/6 with vigilance and Convoke. I think we're gonna take the Summit Sentinel here. We do want early game cards. Noggle the Mind would be really good. And it has flash, but we want the 2-drop. This is solid removal. But let's take the 2-drop. Ooh, Flaring Cinder. 3 mana, 3/2. When this creature enters, and whenever you cast a spell with mana value 4 or greater, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. That might be good. This Overgrown Tomb is pretty sick, but I think we're going to take the Flaring Cinder. Blight 1, discard a card if you do draw a card. Yeah, we'll take the Flaring Cinder. Maybe we're in Elementals. We'll see. Elf, Kithkin Soldier. This is a Changeling, so we're going to take it. Another Changeling. There's Kindle of the Flame. Create a token that's a copy of target creature you control, except it has haste and sacrifice. Maybe. We'll take the counter spell. And we'll take the Impolite Entrance, maybe. Champion of the Weird. Ooh, 4 mana, 5/5 is an additional cost. Behold a Goblin. Pay a life, blight 2. Target opponent blights 2. This is probably good enough to like... I really want to play this. I don't have any goblins, though. You'll notice I have none. I do have 2 shapeshifters. It is more likely that we play elementals or merfolk. So let's take the merfolk here. When this creature enters, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal merfolk planes. Yeah. We're going to take that. Shine Striker. This is an interesting one. And look at that. 2 mana, 1/1. Other elves get +1/+1. Whenever you cast an elf spell, you may pay 1 if you do draw a card. This is insane. Holy crap. I want to be an elf so bad! Destroy up to 1 target artifact or enchantment. That's going to be a really good one. Changeling. When this creature enters, you may return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. I think we're going to take the Shine Striker. Tweeze would be interesting, but we're going to take the Shine Striker here. Spell Snare, Darkness Descends, Liminal Hold. So I do think I want to be... This is probably not getting played. What are we looking at creature type wise? Elemental and Merfolk. We need to get like really on it if we're going to be playing Merfolk though. This is solid removal if we are going to be in that style. Evolving Wilds would also be good. I'm going to take the Liminal Hold. Reluctant Downguard. Feed the Flames deals 5 damage. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature or destroy target artifact. Grave Shifter. The Changeling Wayfinder. Maybe we are 3 color, like blue, white, red. I mean, this could just be a blue spell. So let's take the Changeling Wayfinder. Because that's just solid. Treefolk Cleric, 3 mana, 2/5, enters with 2/1/1. Remove a counter from this card, draw a card. Oh, dang. Enchant creature, when this tap enchant creature. Oh, dang, that's also good. 2 mana, 2/2. That gains menace. This is a big old goblin warrior. Another goblin. 3 mana changeling, add 1 mana, becomes a 4/4 artifact creature. Yeah, we'll take the removal. Convoke, draw a card, +2/+2 in flying, vigilance. It's an interesting one. Whenever this creature becomes tapped, target creature and opponent controls gets -3 nego. That's kind of cool. Yeah, we're going to take the the Flight enchantment, though. Another Shine Striker, 2 mana 2/2, and 2 mana of any combination of colors. Spend this mana only to cast elemental spells. How many elementals are we at? We're at 4 only. We're going to take another Shine Striker, because Shine Striker is going to be insane. Glamour Might. And Rage Flare Caster. 3 mana 3/2 with Reach. Whenever you cast a spell with 4. Let's take it. 4 mana, 4/3. Convoke, draw 3 cards, then discard a card? Sure. We're not going to be playing that. Wild Unraveling. Sure, we'll play a counterspell. Cut the white card. Feed the Flames. That's good removal. So maybe Eclipsed Marrow is out. We're playing elementals here. One mana 2/2. Enters with a -1/-1. 3, remove a counter from this creature whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player. That's insane. We're going to take it. And we're going to hope for some early game stuff here. Another Flaring Cinder will be good. Feisty Spikeling might be good too. Like, there's definitely some stuff that we want to see here. We've got an interesting deck. We've got a very high-end deck. I need to get some more early stuff. 4 mana, 4/4. All creatures have haste. Nope. Dream Harvest. If you put a counter on a creature this turn, this enchantment deals 2 damage. Run Away Together is interesting to me. Enters, create a 1/1 colorless shapeshifter creature with changeling. Equipped creature gets +1/+1. I think we're going to take the Runaway Together. Dream Harvest. I'm going to take the Dream Harvest because it's a rare. I need to get early game cards. Noggle the Mind is removal, so we'll take it. Swan Away. The spell costs 2 less to cast. Heck yeah. 2 mana 1/3 Merfolk Rogue. Kind of would like that. There's another Feed the Fames. I'm going to take the next Feed the Flames, and I got to make one cut here. How many Merfolk do I have? I have 2 Merfolk, so the cut is going to be Champion Initial. I am very interested in picking up some more early game cards. I need some more 2-drops. Changeling, Flash, Flying. Return up to 1 other target creature you control. That's kind of cool. There's a Run Away Together, which I guess is what we're going to take. Choose 2 target creatures, and it doesn't say choose up to, which is worry. It's an additional cost. You can Maybelline 1, exile the top 2 cards. Interesting. 2 mana 1/3 is what we're going to take, because we need early game drops. Three mana 2/4. Yeah, we're going to take another Enraged Flamecaster. When this creature enters, create a treasure token. Flaring Cinder. I'm going to take another Flaring Cinder. A Feisty Spikeling. We'll take the uncommon. 3 mana 3/3. We'll take it, put it in the sideboard. And then a Giant Fall to the sideboard. Interesting deck. Don't know how good we're looking here. I'm going to cut those Wild Unravelings 100 P. At least one of them. We need to make another cut. Gangling, Stompling, gone. How many fairies do I have? I only have 3 fairies, and those are 2 of them, so meh. We've got some really high-end cards. Probably cut the Changeling. Probably cut one of those spinners. And we're going to see what happens here. A really interesting blue-red deck. Not a bad draft for my first ever Lorwyn Eclipsed draft. And did you guys have fun on your pre-release weekend? How well did you guys do? What decks do you play? You pull anything interesting? Drop it down in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. I didn't open anything cool, but I did end up going 2-1. I lost in the finals. It was a little sad. We're going to keep this. Whenever this creature attacks, you may tap another untapped creature you control. If you do, can't be blocked. And it has Vigilance, which is nice. Now, mind you, this Shine Striker, 6 mana, 3/3 flyer with draw 1 is kind of like eh. Are they playing with the new lands too? No. They look pretty sick though. I can now play the Shine Striker. They have a flash blocker. That works too. I don't have anything to play, which is a little aggressive here, but... Ooh, them stalling out on 3 mana. I do have a Feed the Flames. And then next turn I can go Shine Striker. This card art is pretty sick, I will say. Bug-like wings. This is very, like, scary Fae. I know it's elemental, but there are rumors and stories of the Fae being very bug-like. And this would remind me of a very bug-like Fae. Almost attacking. Maybe the Shine Striker. Maybe the rainbow here is actually the elemental. And it's a light elemental hitting the water. Water and light elemental working together to attack this Fae. Nice. I'm glad that I can just get rid of that. And now I have a 3/3 flyer. Oh, that's insane. Oh, but he can only do the green, which is nice. So he gets a land and life. Fair. And then I'm going to play the 3/2. That can start making me 1/1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We do have Feed the Flames as removal, and Dream Harvest if we draw another land. A Rhymekin Recluse to bounce. We're in a good spot. It's kind of crazy, catfishy looking merfolk right there. That's pretty sick. The fact that they made him also stabbing a like eel or something seems really aggressive though. Assert Perfection, nice. Instant, instant. I wonder if they have another destroy target attacker. I'm assuming that's what they've got here. Convoke. Deals 4 damage to target. Sure. End turn. That's an interesting one. Okay. This just kills it. I'm assuming that they might have a trick. Exiles cards from the top of their library until they have exiled cards with total mana value 5 or greater. I don't know. I don't think that this card is good. Generally, casting random cards from the top of your opponent's library is not great. I get a 5/6 and a 2/2. Nice. Until end of turn. Oh, them being able to return the Vibrance is crazy. That's kind of great. Look at that art. I really just love the art in this set. Lorwyn Eclipsed is one of those Magic sets where I've just actually been super excited because I love the aesthetics of the set. This is a Magic set as Magic sets should be. You know what I mean? The Magic set of Magic sets. I'm gonna hope that they double block or something crazy. Boom. I'm gonna end my turn on that. Ugh, that's kind of crazy. You got a 3/4 token. I'm gonna play the Rhyme-Clan Recluse. Bounce this tree folk. And then we're gonna get in with both of these. I'm not gonna be able to activate Riss, so there's no real reason to keep it back. It is just kind of a bear for me. I'm curious what you got going on over there, friendo. And we're going to end turn there. Now let's see. 4, 5, 6, 7. They got another land. That would suck. Kin binding. Creatures you control get +X/+X, where X is the number of creatures that enter the battlefield under your control this turn. At the beginning of combat on your turn, create a 1/1 green and white Kithkin creature token. That's insane. Uh-oh. Alright, so we're going to attack with both. We're just going to get rid of that right now. Now, if they've got another flash threat here, mana value 3 or... Why haven't they destroyed this? Destroy target creature with mana value 3 or greater. I will say, I've drawn 9 of my 17 lands in the top 19, so I'm ready to not draw some, and they've got a lot of rares, which is kind of crazy. I'm here for the unexpected assistance, though. So this doesn't work the way I want it to, because it will return this to their hand. To their owner's hand, because they technically own this. This sapling nursery is very good for them. Their double rare that creates creatures every turn is very, very good for them. As an additional cost, behold a Kithkin or pay 2. Okay. I don't think that we're winning this game. Our opponent is very much struggling here. Sure, you got a tap. There are ways that we can win. I just think we're going to get very outvalued. Drawing 3 into 2 lands is a lot. It is possible that he also just plays creature and then like wins here. X is the number of creatures that entered the battlefield under your control this turn. They've got 3 attackers. I mean, they play 3 more creatures, get in with everything. We might be in trouble. I will say, I think our opponent has taken all of the time on their turns. Although, when you're in pre-release and you're starting these first drafts, I imagine that people need a lot of time to read all the new cards. Thankfully, I've got most of these things down. You'll notice over time that Magic has kind of just recycled a lot of their terminology. So one, tap a creature. Yeah, tap target creature. You have to tap another untapped creature you control because this is a 1-mana spell. But fair enough, it's a tapper. Nothing crazy. It's worth noting I am going to concede based on this draw. This is a flyer. Yeah, we're moving on. I'll be real. That one just started to get to me because it had been 15 minutes and our opponent was taking all of the time. I'm going to give it a sad face. This is a pretty good match, though. Our opponent just... sometimes, man. There's two types of players. There's 100 types of players, but I'm one of those players who can get tilted by my opponent's playstyle if they are being generally, like, just weird. And I hate to say it in such a weird way, but for example, I have such big empathy for the people around me that I'm not terrified of like inconveniencing people, but I recognize that I am in a place and experiencing life with others around me. And so when I am with people who don't, it really, really fundamentally bothers me. It's very difficult for me to deal with. And so I feel as though sometimes I am like, what's going on here? Who are you? What's happening? I'm going to take 18 years on my turn, even though I don't really need to make a decision. And that is also, it's worth noting, me being me, which is not always bad. Not always good either. Everyone's got flaws. I am a quick moving up person. I value my time very highly, I think. Which I think if you're a human being, you should be valuing your time highly. Like, you are in existence. You are allowed to take up space. Do it up. I'm gonna play this. I am gonna attack with both of these. Tap that. Look at that combo right there. That's a sick combo. I didn't even think about that. Holy, wait. No wonder you want Gravel Gills, because you want to be able to play this on 4 and get it to tap immediately. Oh, and it's a black for a Shrine Striker. Blue-black. This is red-white. Oh, holy crap, guys. That's going to take this, though. Is that Godzilla? That's kind of sick. I don't think I needed to tap that, but I did. And you can't stop me. Wait, is that big? No, that's another Godzilla. I thought it was Bigfoot. Surveil one. One, two, three. And then discard. I'm gonna play that. And I'm going to get in. You can get in with your 3/3 flyer, that's fine. My Shine Striker that draws 4 next turn, please. I am going to get in with the 3/2 if you want to block with the 2/2. Let's do it. I don't want you to bounce that back and keep getting value. I'm up 2 lands. I'm up more creatures. Shine Striker is probably the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I just drew 4 cards. Ooh. Return target creature gains flying. May discard a card if you do draw a card. Discard a card and draw a card. Heck yeah. Draw a card. Nice. Three, 3, and a 1/3. Trade them out. 5, 6, 7, 8. We are going to be able to dream harvest them whenever we want. Discard a land to draw. Create a... Play that. When this creature enters, you may discard a card. If you do, search your library for a creature card, reveal it, put it in your hand, and shuffle. Submit 1. Oh, that's funny. If they have a board wipe, that's saddening. Oh, they're dream harvesting me? Rhymeclin Recluse and Summit Sentinel. Returning your own formidable speaker to your hand is good. Return this card from your graveyard to your hand only as a sorcery. It's an interesting one. Claw-Chan Festival. That's also a good one. Alright, so we're going to play that. Are we feed the Flamesing the 3/2 and then just getting in? And then do we want to swat away the... Put it on bottom. Next, we're just going to get in with everything. And you're going to block the 3/2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, and then get in there. All right, not a bad game. Let's hop in there. Let's hop back in there. I will say I love this art as well. Phenomenally done. Oh my goodness. The dark and light Baneslayer Angel or whatever they are. Panasav. Let's go, Oko. We're gonna keep. This is a cool little fairy, I will say. And it is very insectile. Is that an owl fighting underwater? That's kind of sick. Sweet forest there. 2 enraged flame caster. The fact that we don't have 2 blue is a little bit meh. Get in for 4. Play another 3-drop. Ooh, are they gonna hit the Flutterwing? No. Okay. Hit them for 5. Get to draw 2. I needed those cards pretty bad. Now they're at 5. Can't attack or block. Blight 1. Sacrifice this or exile. Interesting. So I can play this. I can play this. Get in for 3. And then next turn be able to play Lofty Dreams. Yeah. Oh, that's sad. A Brigid's Command is really good. The cat sleeves are hilarious. All right, now draw. Get in for 5 flying. Do you have something to handle the flyer? Not bad. They had a pretty sick deck. The Rhymekin Recluse, as you can tell. Very, very good. Got a pack, got some stuff. 2-1. Let's keep it going. Games are taking a little bit longer, but they're firing very quickly. Which, I mean, new format, new day. It again. Let's go. We're going to keep... This is a riskier one. We do have a removal. Fiery Spikeling is cool. Gravelgill Scoundrel, nice. Do I want to play this now? I don't need to do that, so just hit him for 1. That might not have been the best move, but being able to set him back I think might be good for us. These are sweet lands, by the way. I love the basics with the description on them. Whenever you cast a spell during an opponent's turn, surveil 2. I am going to play the Feisty Spikeling, leave up 2, and we're going to hope to draw land into land for Shine Striker. That's a really good perfect intimidation right there, I will say. Hit them for some damage. They've got 6 cards in hand though, and that's not good for us. I'm gonna put it on bottom. Let's do it. Get in there. Now, the goal is to draw land and be able to Shine Striker. Can I do it? Don't perfect intimidation me again, please. One, two, three. Getting in for 1. I am going to take the 5 here from this. That's a fine one. Alright. I will now double block the Chaos Spewer. This creature dies, put a 1/1 counter on up to 1 target creature. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so I've got 6. I want to be able to play this. Yeah, removal spell for the feisty Spikeling. Boom, down to 4. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boy, bad boy. It again's going. It again's gonna concede the game. I assume that they're gonna concede the game. We do have a lot of different options here. I'm trying to think of a way our opponent has out of it, and honestly, I don't think that they have one. It starts with removing this. If we draw land, we go enraged and then feed. Okay, so you had nothing that whole time. See, this is what bothers me. They had nothing that whole time. They just sat there wasting time. Like my brother in Christ. Why? What do you gain from that, friend? Does it make you feel better? Do you feel like more of a player? Does it make you feel like when you're playing poker and you're like, "Oh, I know I'm dead to rights, but I'm going to sit here for 5 minutes?" Mav 47. Let's go. What you got in your shoulder there? All right. Opponent goes first. We've got 3 2-drops, a 4-drop, and a 6-drop. Shine Striker. Phenomenal card. People are not taking it highly enough. We're going to keep it. The Gravelgill Scoundrel into Enraged Flamecaster. I am going to get in for the 1. And you want to get in for the 3? You can get in for the 3. Ooh. Whenever another elemental you control enters, it deals damage equal to its power to each opponent. So do we want to just tap that down? I almost want to just tap that down. Yeah, what are they going to play here? Yeah, it's gonna be gone. So I'm gonna play this Changeling Wayfinder. I'm gonna take this action. I'm gonna go get myself a mountain. We'll play the mountain. And then I'm gonna Blossom Bind to hit this. And then they're gonna draw that and be able to play it and whatever, behold that, sure. The thing is, he's not removing any of my threats. That's annoying. I have a 3/3 blocker. I will block his 7/3 if he attacks with it. If he removes it and he gets in an attack, we might be in a lot of trouble. I wish I had this. A 2/1 with first strike. End turn. Like I'm hoping. Two damage to any target, and 1 damage to any other target. That's annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is gonna get me 9. Hopefully I've got a lot of good draws left in the deck. That's not one of them. we're playing the racing game with my 1/3 here. Mind you, they are 15 cards into their library. They've only drawn 5 lands, so they've got, it's like half lands left. And all I've drawn are lands. I got 11 of them. There's only 6 left in there. That's a big one. We're probably gonna lose this one, and I'm pulling that on full luck. Oh, Shine Striker. It's a good draw. And a 3/2 to follow it up. Alright, and we get to Dream Harvest them. Where X is the greatest mana. When this creature enters, if you cast it, return all other non-elementals to their owner's hands. Merfolk. Merfolk. So I'm going to 100% cast this. get to draw a card, sure. We're gonna play the 3/2. Hell yeah. Okay, so that being tapped down, they've got a 3/5. I don't. This is technically a fairy, so we can play this. Alright, so if I hit this big old flyer, hit here, tap that, get in for 5. Good game. Nice! We got there. Alright, 4-1. Alright. You're gonna have to forgive me, guys. Like I said, it is weekday, and I'm getting a meeting set up right now for my team. And this is a sadly mulligan. We're gonna keep this, and I'm not gonna be happy about it because it's worse than the other one. We got some interaction though, so there's that. Shine Striker. Ooh, and we got a red. Love that for us. Feisty Spikeling if it stays alive till Shine Striker comes down, that'd be awesome. Not gonna block his 2/3. It is just a 2/3 though, right? That art is so cool. I'm gonna hit this one. Now I've gotta loses all abilities. My turn, nice. Draw 3 cards, then discard. Nameless Inversion, sure. We'll discard the dies. No, the gravel gill. And then play a land. Kolrath Zealot. That's a good one. I need to not let that thing get in. Alright, so we can play this. I want to play the Shine Striker. We'll be able to go 5-drop and 2-drop next turn. Light Rod's a good one. 3, 4, 5 for us. Okay, so we're going to start by playing this. Return that. Hit that. And then we're going to play this. Gain your 3 life. They've got a trick here. Death Touch and Lifelink until end of turn. They do. Oh, and then drawing 2 lands is a little sucky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Jeez. I need something here. So depending on what they got. They got me. They got me. Oh, dang. That was a close one. That was a pretty sick game. I felt a little unlucky, but 4-2 is not a bad record. Let's see if we can make it to a 5-2 before we head out of here. I do know that we were having a little bit of difficulties. I was watching Cheon with some drafts, stalling out at 4 and 5. Now, this we're gonna keep. This is real risky. We have all of our good removal. Drawing another 5-drop's not good. If we don't draw land, we're gonna be in a real unlucky spot. But land, land, land. We might be in a great spot. It's not land, land, land. These lands are so cool. Look at that sun There's so much detail. Oh my goodness. The artist really did just knock it absolutely out of the park. Oh.
By my axe there will be justice. Your size belies your bravery.
This is not good. If I draw a land, I will be able to Lofty Dreams the Enraged Flamecaster, kill the Ajani if he does not kill the Enraged Flamecaster. Actually?
My allies stand strong.
I am... I'm gonna lose to an Ajani on turn 3. Oh, it happens. That's a fair loss. I need to accept that. If I would have drawn a land, I might have been able to get there.
Thank you for your aid.
You got me. I'm not gonna try to beat out an Ajani after 3 turns. Thanks so much for joining me on this one, guys. Let's go ahead and collect those packs real quick. We do have a bunch of packs to open, so let's go open those. Be real excited for it. Yeah, a bunch of these. Let's go ahead and we're gonna open these right now. I don't know what these are. Are these special mythic packs or something? Ooh, they are. Boom, 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 boom. Look at those sweet mythics. Getting some firsts in here. I'm super excited. And then let's go ahead and just pop 10 of these Lorwyn Eclipse packs. Look at all of that. Boom, 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 boom. Love that for us. We're going to have a bunch of firsts here. Temple Garden. Love these shock lands. And a Bitterbloom Bear. I am super excited to play some standard with Bitterbloom Bear. I think this in a blue-black shell is going to be pretty sick. Or even a black-white shell. Like, there's going to be something where this is going to be good. But thanks so much, guys. Thanks for joining me on today's draft. Thanks for joining me on the first Lorwyn Eclipsed limited event that we're doing online. I'm planning on doing a whole bunch. I'm really enjoying the format so far. I really enjoyed my time when I got to do the pre-release. Maybe we'll be doing a sealed. We'll see. But thanks so much for joining me on it today, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. See you tomorrow.